If you're coming to Friesland, well, think twice, please.
رفقا سلام، خیلی مخلصیم. ما امروز یه مهمون خیلی ویژه و باحال و بانمک و بامزه و اینا داریم از کشور دوست همسایه چاینا. برناردو امروز اینجاست. Thank you, Bernardo, for being here.
Of course.
Please introduce yourself a little for our audience.
Yeah, so my name is Bernardo. I'm from China and living here in Netherlands for 4.5 years already. So yeah, I came here for study actually, originally, and right now, as you know, actually I dropped out of the program and I mean I finished my bachelor's program, of course, but right now I dropped out of the master's. I'm looking for a job right now. So the visa actually is changing right now. So yeah.
Can you talk about the reasons why did you choose this path for your future? Why did you choose Netherlands for academic journey?
I came here for study, and I got to know about the program at the country through like an agency. So sort of like an agency in China that actually help people to look for programs, you know, study programs outside of China. So yeah, that's practically how I got it here. Yeah, I got to know the country and also the program first. That's actually the first time I heard about the Netherlands, honestly.
What has been the best experience here for you?
So in Groningen is practically, it is actually a student city, so 25% of the population are actually students, 25% of residents. Yeah, so actually it's a very interesting experience because wherever you go actually is basically, yeah, students, like practically, yeah, everyone is studying and it's sort of like that. And also at the same time, Netherlands is one of the countries, one of the very few countries actually, I don't even need to know the native language here. So it's, yeah, sort of like I don't really need to know Dutch in order to actually survive here. Because I know that actually if I go to Germany or France, technically if I only know English, I can still survive, yes. But it will be dramatically harder, yeah.
You can't communicate people.
Yeah, it is. There are people who cannot actually literally speak English, yeah. So here in Netherlands, actually, it's way easier for me. So it's not many, you know, like not much of a language barrier. So yeah. Well, specifically, if you want to know about like Netherlands, like my perspective on how Netherlands,
Let's say about the culture. Which point is really interesting for you in their culture?
Individualistic, actually, very individualistic. Do you know the Hofstede model? There's a cultural model actually here. So if you want, actually, you can put up you can cut a little picture here, yeah. So we have different cultural models here, and different models, of course, they measure different dimensions. One of the model is called the Hofstede model. It's measuring how individualistic the society is, and Netherlands has a score of 100. 100 out of 100. So it's very, very individualistic. It's more about like how you think actually things are supposed to be, how you think what is good for you, instead of actually like me telling you or like let other people telling you, okay, yeah, this is good for you or something. Yeah, nobody's going to judge you for who you are or something like that. Although I would say occasionally there are some very peculiar people who actually do that, but still actually most of the time, yeah, they will respect actually your own choices. They're not going to judge you for who you are or the choices that you make, etc. Something like that, yeah.
If you want to describe the Netherlands in one word.
I can't actually really describe Netherlands in one word, but I can describe my experience in Netherlands in one word probably. I can try to do that. My experience in one word, probably I would use adventurous. That's probably the best way to describe it. Because actually every day is kind of feel like a new day, and actually I have new experiences and everything.
Really?
Yeah. Actually,
Is it raining? you don't have sun?
Yeah, that part actually is also advantage because I also actually I come from a place where we actually don't really rain that much. So when I came here, I was like, okay. Honestly, after 4.5 years, I still haven't got used to the weather here. Because literally, like in one day, I don't know, it kind of really feels like the weather control device is in a little boy's hand. Here, just like I'm gonna push this button. Literally, like every 5 minutes, it changes the weather changes every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still haven't got used to the weather. But other than that, actually, I would say, well, you learn something new every day, here.
Oh, you're going to drop out
Yes.
the master, and can you tell me first of all, why you choose to start this master course, and then why you choose to drop it out?
Yeah, so why I choose this master is because I want a PhD. I want a PhD because, I want a PhD, and this master is only 1 year. So I was like, okay, because before I got a PhD, I have to have a master's degree. So, I mean, at least actually that's how it works in Netherlands. So, yeah. The reason why I dropped out is because of money. Yeah, everything is about money at this point, actually. Actually, I think you also know this. International people, we pay 12,000 euros for this year. For local, actually it doesn't have to be like Dutch people. It's just like European people, EU people. They only pay 2,000.
Yeah.
And I don't really have that much money actually. So I don't have enough money to support myself. Like,
You didn't know that when you want to start school?
I knew that, and I thought I could have some, I don't know, save some money, and of course that's not possible. That's not possible. And whenever you want to save some money, you always like, oh yeah, I want to have some McDonald's today.
Could you tell us approximately how much have you spent on living expenses annually?
Oh, that really depends on the person, actually. I spend a lot of money on food.
Yes. Same,
Yeah, I spend a lot of money on food. It also depends on what.
Iranian are foodie like Chinese.
As honestly, the Chinese food here is really bad. I look at the.
Again, same.
Yes, yeah. I lived in China for 22 years, and after I came here, I go to the Chinese restaurant and I order some food, and I look at the food and I was like, for 22 years, I never seen anything like this. Yeah. And also, actually, about the exact expenses, actually, also depends on where you live. If you live in the city center, probably it's going to be a little bit more around the rent and everything. If you live a little bit of like farther away, then probably it's cheaper. Around, I would say, depending on how much I want to actually, how many things I want to buy, around like the entire month, around 800.
Inclusive rent?
Yeah, include rent actually, 800 to 1,000. Sometimes probably a little bit more because I want to buy something from Amazon. Definitely going.
Which rent is a good number? 800.
Yeah, it is actually good. Yeah, it's fine, I would say. Yeah, my rent when I was back in when I was back in Hungary. Yeah. This is the weather we're talking about actually. Yeah, like immediately here.
It's gone,
Yeah, it's going away right now. Okay, so my rent back in Groningen was 420 something. 435. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so you paid about 300 for your food and stuff and
something like that. Yeah.
What is the most honest advice you can give to the ones who want to
come to the Netherlands?
Move here, yes, for education?
If you remember, actually, there's
what they should expect or what they should.
If you move here to study, it's either study or work. Actually, there's one thing that probably you need to bear in mind is that the way they teach and supervise people are very, very different. speaking from my experience with Sati. Sati is we also have a Iranian girl in my project group. Yeah, she also said like it's a very different experience here. So I understand. Actually, we talked a lot. Actually, me and Sati, we talked a lot. I understand. Probably correct me if I'm wrong. Iran, it is like people will tell you how to do it, and people will tell you what to do and how to do it. But here in Netherlands, nobody's going to tell you that, because they just ask you, what do you think is the right way to do it? What do you think is best to do this project, or how do you think is the best way to learn? They're not going to tell you what to do. They're not going to tell you like exactly how to do. Even they only offer advice. They don't really like tell you the exact steps you're going to follow. Step 1, step 2, step 3. They're not going to tell you that. Yeah.
If you could go back in time, would you still choose to migrate to Netherlands?
Oh yes, absolutely. I personally am not compatible with the Chinese culture and society, actually. So coming outside of China is actually inevitable for me. And as for the choice for Netherlands, honestly, I think, yeah, I still think actually it's a very good choice for me.
If you can't find a job that you want, what do you want to do? You want to go back to China, or?
Oh no. That yeah, no. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now we are at the end of this good conversation. If you want to say something that you want to say, you can tell now to people, to us. Just don't come here.
Oh well, actually, it's actually, yeah, of course. It depends on where you're coming. Actually, yeah. If you're coming to Friesland, well, think twice, please. If you're coming to Amsterdam or something, yeah, that's also actually pretty nice. Honestly, Leeuwarden is also a pretty nice city, very quiet. If you want to have like quiet environment or something, it's pretty good. But I personally prefer a little bit of things going on, you know, maybe a little bit nightlife here. Leeuwarden doesn't really have that much of a nightlife, honestly.
Yes.
Especially after spending 4 years in Groningen. I can see the difference, honestly. It's yeah. Yeah, actually, just enjoy yourself. If you're coming here, then just enjoy yourself and try to. Well, just enjoy yourself.
Okay.
Okay. خیلی مخلصیم. ما یه گفتگوی باحال داشتیم با برناردو. فکر می‌کنم بحثی هم که کردیم خیلی جذاب بود و کمک کننده بود از دید کسی که حالا غیر ایرانی اینترنشنال و داره توی هلند زندگی میکنه. یه تصمیم عجیب غریبی هم گرفته که حالا میخواد مسیر زندگیشو عوض کنه و تجربهش فکر می‌کنم به درد همون میخوره. خیلی شاکریم. امیدوارم کمکتون کرده باشه و تا ویدیو بعدی خدا نگهدار.
Bye.